Today, we're discussing one of the most elusive and mysterious killers in American history, the Zodiac Killer. To set the stage, let's go back in time to the late 1960s and early 1970s. The San Francisco Bay Area was gripped by fear as a serial killer known as the Zodiac Killer struck terror into the hearts of residents. This enigmatic murderer taunted the police and media with cryptic ciphers, leaving a trail of unsolved murders in his wake. The Zodiac Killer's reign of terror was marked by a series of gruesome murders, but it was his communication with the press and the police that truly set him apart. He would send taunting letters filled with cryptic codes and riddles, adding an eerie layer of mystery to the case. Our story begins with the victims. The Zodiac Killer is believed to have taken the lives of at least 5 people. His first known victims were high school students Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday in December 1968. The young couple was shot dead while parked in a secluded area. The killer's next victims were Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard, who were brutally attacked near Lake Berryessa in September 1969. But it was his 5th known murder that would etch the Zodiac Killer into infamy. In October 1969, taxi driver Paul Stine was shot and killed by a passenger in San Francisco. This murder provided the police with a potential lead. The Zodiac Killer was seen by witnesses. In October 1969, the city of San Francisco was about to be gripped by one of its most terrifying nights. Taxi driver Paul Stine, just 29 years old, was going about his usual work, picking up fares in the heart of the city. Little did he know that this fateful evening would mark a significant turning point in the hunt for the elusive Zodiac Killer. As the night settled in, Stine's taxi was hailed by a passenger at the intersection of Mason and Geary Streets. He pulled over, a routine act for a taxi driver. What transpired inside that taxi would change the course of the Zodiac Killer investigation. The passenger, later confirmed to be the Zodiac Killer, engaged in conversation with Stine as they drove through the dimly lit streets of San Francisco. It's chilling to think that in that very moment, Paul Stine had no inkling of the danger lurking in the cab. The ride took a sinister turn when, seemingly out of nowhere, the Zodiac Killer pulled out a handgun and shot Stine at point-blank range. The taxi came to a screeching halt, and Stine's lifeless body slumped against the wheel. But here's where things took an unexpected twist. For the first time in the Zodiac Killer's reign of terror, he was seen by witnesses. Nearby residents heard the gunshot and rushed to their windows. Some even ventured outside. They described a man they saw leaving the scene, descriptions that would later play a crucial role in the investigation. The descriptions provided to the police helped create a composite sketch of the suspect, giving law enforcement their first real glimpse of the Zodiac Killer. This was a critical breakthrough in a case that had seemed insurmountable until that point. However, despite the witnesses' accounts and the composite sketch, the Zodiac Killer managed to evade capture once again. This murder, while providing a potential lead, was just another haunting chapter in the ongoing saga of one of America's most enigmatic and elusive criminals. In the aftermath of the murder, the Zodiac Killer, true to his pattern, would taunt the police and media with letters, further fueling the fear and fascination surrounding his crimes. The Zodiac Killer sent a series of encrypted messages to local newspapers, including the San Francisco Chronicle. The most famous of these ciphers, known as the Z340, contained 340 characters of gibberish. For years, it remained unsolved, fueling speculation about the killer's identity and motivations. Amateur codebreakers and cryptographers from all over the world took up the challenge to crack these codes, And in 1969, a high school teacher and his wife made a breakthrough. They deciphered one of the Zodiac's letters. The chilling message read, "I like killing people because it is so much fun. It is more fun than killing wild game in the forest because man is the most dangerous animal of all." This breakthrough gave us a glimpse into the mind of the killer, a person who derived pleasure from the act of taking lives. But despite this deciphered letter and numerous other clues, the Zodiac Killer remained at large. The unsolved nature of the Zodiac case led to a frenzy of media coverage and multiple investigations. But no arrest was made, and the trail went cold. Over the years, various suspects emerged, but none were definitively linked to the crimes. One of the most compelling suspects was Arthur Lee Allen, who had a criminal record and resembled a composite sketch of the killer. However, even with circumstantial evidence, Allen was never charged with the Zodiac murders. The case has spawned countless books, documentaries, and movies, including David Fincher's 2007 film Zodiac, which brought renewed interest to the mystery. Now, here's where things get truly fascinating. In 2020, a group of codebreakers finally cracked a Z340 cipher, which had remained unsolved for over 50 years. The decrypted message included chilling words like paradise, slaves, and collecting the ninth victim. But despite this breakthrough, the identity of the Zodiac Killer is still unknown. The Zodiac Killer left a legacy of fear and intrigue that endures to this day. The case continues to captivate the imaginations of true crime enthusiasts and armchair detectives, all of whom hope that one day the true identity of the killer will be revealed. And there you have it, the chilling story of the Zodiac Killer, the enigmatic murderer who haunted the Bay Area and left us with more questions than answers. If you enjoyed this deep dive into true crime history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Because here at the True Crime Corner, we're always uncovering the darkest secrets of the past. Thanks for joining us. Stay curious, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next corner of mystery and intrigue.